Hi, this is Will and Melissa. Today we are going to try out a new mix of worm bedding. We usually use old shredded cardboard. It takes a long time to cut with and shred, and it also is very tiring. So today we are going to mix in some peat moss and the new paper bedding we found online.
Okay. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so obviously this is made out of recycled newspaper. We can tell because you can even see some of the words here. So, all right, let's try to break it up into smaller pieces and see how it mixes in with the other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it, kids.
Yay! Yay!
Let's see if it's dusty and stuff.
Really? It's kind of furry. Oh, it's heavy.
Don't put the whole thing in if you can't hold it. Just break off a piece maybe.
I got some look.
Okay, okay. Looks kind of like dryer lint.
Yeah.
Okay, keep it in the bin so we don't lose pieces.
It's really chunky.
Uh-oh, dropping things. All right, is it dusty? Does it make a lot of dust?
Kinda.
Okay, don't suck in, breathe in all that dust. Be kind of careful with it.
Yeah.
Okay, once you have some of it in the tray, stand that up again, the brick.
This is a really big piece.
Yeah, it's pretty big. All right, stand up the brick so we can see what it looks like in the tray. Take the brick out. Okay, stand it up to the side. All right, let's take a look.
It's still really chunky.
Still really chunky. Okay, like I said, it looks kind of like dryer lint in a way.
Yeah.
Is it easy to break it up into small pieces?
Not really.
Not that easy. It seems like you break it up quite easily. It's very soft.
Yeah, it's really soft. It's like furry.
Okay, furry. Okay, well, let's break it up and then we'll mix it in with the other ingredients. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are our first observations so far. What do you think, kids?
Fluffy when it's dry.
When it's dry, it's really fluffy and light.
Dusty. Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh yeah, it's super dusty, we noticed, so you have to be careful that you don't breathe in all the dust when you're working with it, right?
Yeah.
And then the way it comes in this brick, it's pretty compacted down.
Yeah.
So we used about maybe 40% of the brick so far, and when we kind of fluffed it up and got rid of the big chunks, we got about 2 19-liter bins so far when it's dry. So we'll see how it mixes in and what happens when we wet it. Okay, kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a bin here where we mixed some shredded cardboard, some dry peat moss, and the paper worm bedding. And we kind of broke it all down with our hands so that the peat moss is not too chunky and the paper is not too compacted, not too chunky. And we're about to hose it down and mix it up and see how it ends up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's something you got to watch out for. If you blast it too hard with the water, it just flies everywhere. Okay. All right, whoa. Watch out, killer. Don't let the pressure build up. Just kind of run the hose back and forth over the top so that you wet it evenly. Okay, Alyssa's turn, but don't let the pressure build up. Move it around evenly. It's gonna blast, watch out. Go. Oh no. Okay, carefully spray it. Carefully spray it, then we're gonna start mixing it in. We might have to mix it by hand because it looks a little messy.
It gets darker.
Okay, we'll see.
Oh no. We definitely need more.
Okay, so mixing it is a bit of a challenge, as you can see, and you require a lot more water than you would expect to moisten it.
Maybe we need more of the paper stuff, I feel like, because there's like a ton of peat moss. I feel like.
Okay, well, we'll check after we moisten it more.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so this is our first thoughts now that we wet it and mixed it. Let's take a good closer look at how it looks. So you can see that we basically used about 1/3 shredded cardboard, 1/3 peat moss, and 1/3 of this paper worm bedding that's made out of recycled newspapers. So what are your comments so far? What do you think?
It holds severely more water. Yeah, it
Holds severely more moisture? Yeah, this definitely holds a lot more moisture than just plain shredded cardboard.
Yeah, we had to wet it 5 times.
We hosed this bin down about 5 times at least in between the mixings, and it feels heavier when you pick up like a handful, so it's obviously holding more moisture. Let's see that handful. Okay, so but the side result is that it's more dense. There's definitely not as much air, and it's not as soft and fluffy as our all cardboard bedding, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I would say we probably got the dry material ready about easily twice as fast as we did when we had to rip and cut and shred all the cardboard. But wetting it and mixing it was actually much harder. That probably took about triple the amount of time. So overall, I'd say we probably had a little bit of a time savings. Maybe overall, maybe we finished this process about a quarter, 25% or less faster, and a little bit less labor than before. What do you think, kids?
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
But also, the paper-based worm bedding is a commercial product. It's not free. So we paid about $7 plus tax for this this big brick here. But the brick seems to go a long ways. We mixed roughly about 12 gallons of final product of worm bedding, and we only used about 40% of a 4-pound brick of that recycled paper. So anyways, we don't know how this is going to perform with worms yet, but we'll put some worms in it over the next week, and we'll make another video about how the worms actually like it. We're getting a bunch of worms next week, right?
Yeah.
So this is Will and Alyssa, and this is our new trial mix worm bedding. We'll see how it goes. What do you guys say?
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks